Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Chill Fellas podcast. We're back. You might notice a discrepancy in the date between episodes, but you don't need to know about that. That's secret.
We need to give you time to miss us.
Exactly. Keep wanting more. Yeah.
And we did two vlogs, to be fair, which we'll probably talk a little bit about.
Yeah, no, definitely. There were reasons. We weren't just lazy. No. Well, there's not much to really set us off. I guess we'll just bloody jump into it.
Yeah, normally we do like, how's your last week been? But I'm like, it has kind of been like 2-3 weeks, so I'm like, that's gonna kind of be the whole episode, really.
Pretty much,
with other bits sprinkled in. So, one of the more like sort of untamed episodes, probably called or something, but it's gonna be sort of big catch up, sort of really, just anything and everything. Anything you wanted to touch on first?
Anything significant? God, what was our last episode?
Bro is 6 months old today.
Yeah, my son turned 6 months old today. That's exciting. He's acting like a 1-year-old, but that's alright. What? I'm trying to think about, like, what has happened between, because it's just, it's been so busy. Obviously, been working, there's that. Been working on Gaslight District. That's very fun, so keep an eye out for that. Like, comes out soon. Have we watched any movies in between now and then? And the last
Disclosure Day.
Oh,
not Supergirl. It's been not the best track record. You saw He-Man in the past few weeks, I'm pretty sure you would have.
That's true. Yeah, I loved He-Man. Thought it was bloody awesome. I do wish we had gone to see it together, but I don't remember what the reason was at the time, but probably just work busy. But I'm glad I saw it at all in theaters, because it was really fun. Really enjoyed that.
You got the sword or something? The toy one?
No, I thought screw it. But I don't buy like toys much anymore for collection. It's it's a pretty rare. Like, I mean, that being said, like I do get stuff like this, but that's because it's work related. Like I worked on it. I don't just buy like proper action figures and stuff. But I thought I liked it enough, and I doubt there's any other merch I'm going to get. I'm not going to get a bloody He-Man costume. What the fuck, bloody. That's Skeletor people. So I got a He-Man and Skeletor action figure set thing, and then I got just his sword. It's like somewhat crappy plastic one, but it's fun. It's good for what it is.
Depends on bloody lightsabers.
Yeah, exactly. That's partially why I got it, because I'm like, this is actually like good quality compared to what's usually out there. So I thought. Yeah. At the very least, I can get it early, and my son, when he goes through a He-Man phase, can swing it around.
Yeah. I don't want to fully name drop for this, so we'll evade from that. But there's a YouTuber we watched that acquired some new swords recently. A sword fight, Brisbane.
Oh, true.
Pretty very.
Yeah, God, he needs to do it with the He-Man character. That'd be so funny.
Please. He-Man vs. Wolverine. Buddy. Yeah. And you also got your Labubus and all that, your Kingo ones.
Yeah, that's what true. Big hiccup. So, little bloody, what are they actually called? I think they're just called pendants. Animates pendants or Animates pendants or something. But we get a huge, amount of merch through work. So, I got like a box set thing, and there was a hiccup where, so you guaranteed one, quote unquote special one. It can either be like the common special one or an actually like rare one. And I unfortunately got a box that's a bit out of reach, so I won't grab them now. But I got a box where I got 2 of the common rare ones, and it was kind of a misprint situation. And they rectified it straight away, which is awesome. And I didn't actually think I showed it to you, did I? But I got bloody I
saw you. So. You opened it when I was there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like the up angle of you or something.
Yeah, bloody forgot about that. But I got these 2, so that's what I was hoping for.
No, you were hoping for the abstracted or bloody the other one.
Well, we might need to cut that, because I don't think that exists. I think they cut that. Because I've been looking into it and people are finding a gold one, not that one.
Like, well, because I saw, unless it was fake, but someone had an abstracted Pomni that like no one's posted about.
What the hell? Like, yeah, I haven't seen that. What the hell?
Unless it just abstracted IRL or something. I don't know.
Maybe that's like fucking extra secret rare. That's the bloody Starlight rare of the little boost, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
But either way, yeah, no, got that. So that's cool. Those are the two I really cared about. The rest, I'm like, look, I'll grab them, but I don't care about them. Beach King and all that's funny. Noir King is fine, but I really just wanted this duo, for display, I guess.
Yeah.
That's about it for like purchases and activities. The rest has been some other stuff which we'll get into at some point. The bloody all certain stack of paper. We'll say that.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that's about it. What about you?
Yeah, well, again, we saw Disclosure Day, which is pretty disappointing for both of us. I joined the hype sort of last second because of Geordie, and I'm like, this is what I feared originally. Basically, just an example of like, if you at least cut out half an hour and just had the exact same stuff but tightened up, it at least wouldn't have been like a waste of time. But like 2.5 hours for that. I watched all the Toy Story movies because the new one came out, so I watched them all of that. And I watched the rest of the Shrek series because I watched Shrek 1 in cinemas last month for the anniversary, or a month before last, or whenever it was. And I was just like, I'm kind of feeling like just continuing it. So yeah, just watched all of them because Shrek 2, obviously very familiar. Shrek 3 and 4, I've seen very small amounts of time, so I was like curious to see how I felt about them as an adult. And then Puss in Boots 1 and 2 is pretty much mostly how I remembered. And we saw Scary Movie as well, and Obsession was that, I think.
Yeah, we watched
that. That would have been like that would have been like just after we did the podcast.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Scary Movie, just very average mid. Like, I think people are hating on it too much. Like, the people are like, oh, it's nowhere near as good as the original. I'm like, they're both mid, just very middle of the road. Like, when I say mid, I mean mid. It's like, to me, it doesn't go either way. But Obsession was fantastic. Really enjoyed that. So, glad we saw that. That was bloody... I was a bit worried, because after Scary Movie, we did like a double feature. We went to go get our tickets, and I was like, man, that's kind of demotivated me a bit. Do I really want to sit through another movie? Like, I don't know anything about this movie, But thankfully, it was bloody awesome. So
yeah, really ironically, I think got more laughs out of me than because it does kind of have like a little bit of a dark humor.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely humor in there, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I watched Skinamarink between the last episode and this one.
Yeah, your review. I've seen very little for that, and I kind of, based on what you're saying, I'm like, kind of don't want to see more. But from what I know, I'm just like, how can this be that good? Isn't it just bloody static shots?
Dude, that is exactly what I thought. Like, going in, I was very, like, I avoided it for so long, because I'm like, this is like a weird, pretentious trend, like, whatever. But like, I was proven wrong. So I went in expecting it to be horrible and just stupid, but it was very good. So
yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and also, again, this ties into something else we'll talk about at some point. But I rewatched Before Sunrise for the first time since I watched it for the first time. So
we did Midnight in Paris together as well.
Oh yeah, true. Did I review that?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. That's the... yeah, okay, yeah. And I watched Iron Lung. God, I watched a lot of movies, actually. What the hell? Yeah, I did not like Iron Lung at all. I'm very sorry, Markiplier. Fucking 0% chance you're watching this, but if you are, I respect your love for doing that. That's just not my cup of tea in the slightest.
Yeah. No, there's a difference between respecting and liking.
Yeah, exactly. But that's about it on the movie side. I feel like I interrupted you. Did you have anything else you were going to talk about?
No, not that I can really think. Oh yeah, the GTA. Oh well, Oh yeah, now we can talk about some PlayStation stuff.
If we limit it to GTA, we should be okay. Basically, we're not too happy with PlayStation right now. There's
Yeah,
some
it's been a bit
announcements.
of a so yeah, like we're exceptionally excited for GTA 6. Waited at midnight for the pre-orders, which I honestly we really didn't need to. It's still available. Like you
Yeah,
can,
no,
we
there's
didn't. We were expecting like maybe a small chance, but like maybe some kind of special collector's edition thing and limited
yeah,
quantities. And I thought there was going to be a trailer released, as many did, like to show actual gameplay and like whatever. And instead, basically a bit of a waste to stay up that late because no trailer, and also like no disc in the thing,
yeah.
and it's just like okay, so a bit of a double whammy there with like yeah, no trailer, no nothing, and then they're just like today or today or yesterday, yeah, buddy, we're not doing discs anymore, 2028 onwards,
Yeah. I
so
genuinely thought it
I
was like a shit post, like someone was like making up a rumor,
yeah.
or just
Dude,
to mean it, but like,
yeah. Very shortly after, all my YouTube recommended was like the death of physical media or bloody upset reactions and stuff. I'm like,
it's yeah,
it's and I just know that they're using because obviously that's going to be for the PS6. Like, surely it'll be like sort of around then.
yeah,
Um, and I think they're using GTA as like the gateway to be like, no, look, you
yeah,
don't need a disc, but it's whatever. I'm like I think it is like kind of shit, but I'm like, but that's GTA. I'm like, this is like a fucking once in a lifetime. Um,
yeah. No,
so
like I think they knew
I
everyone would buy this regardless, and then they would kind of like, if anything, that would get people over the initial upset of not having a disc, and they're like, oh, this isn't that bad. I did it with GTA,
mm,
it's fine, and so it's going to ease people in more.
oh,
But yeah, I'm not happy. Uh, to be honest, I don't.
Geordie
Like
froze
it
again,
will be
buddy.
for the
See how
PS6
long this
onwards. Like
takes.
so, I guess that if anything, that gives us bloody the PS6 to look forward to in 2028. I guess. Um.
You froze
Oh,
again if you said something.
yeah. So do you. I'll just kind of restart that whole thing. We'll we'll claps to bloody edit out. Um. Yeah, if anything, it does give us the PS6 to look forward to because it kind of confirms that the PS6 will be in 2028 or end of 2027. Unless they just stop manufacturing PS5 discs, that's silly. Like, at least give us the rest of the
Yeah,
PS5 lifetime. But
yeah.
we'll see.
Because amidst all this too, like you experience it, they're just like, oh, it's not region free anymore. And I swear, like other places have been
Yeah,
like just weird region things, and like people that like virtually have things that are being taken away already, or like there's just been
yeah,
stuff. The timing of all that has just been very odd. Where it's just like this is very worrying all of a sudden. Like
yeah,
it's just all
very.
like, excuse me, but like it was sort of a thing where I'm like, there was always the possibility of it, but I'm like, that's genuinely like on the horizon now. And I'm like, the
Yeah,
sad thing about that is like that's forever. That's not just like
yeah,
they're not just gonna be like, yeah, PS7 discs are back. I'm like, no, when that happens, yeah. So I'm super curious. And it's really weird because in their statements, like I know there are people that buy a lot digitally, but and it's just I guess maybe like a um, what's that term when you like echo chamber, I think, or something. Whereas
yeah,
like
yeah,
you only hear sort of similar opinions to what you have normally, but
yeah.
they're just like, yeah, we're doing that because of consumer demand and bloody people like prefer digital, this and that. And I'm like,
I didn't know,
not
but
yeah. I'm just like, I don't think I've seen a single person say that. Like, I don't think I've seen a positive reaction to this at all. So I'm like, again, I'm not. It's still a while away, and I'm holding out a little bit of hope where I'm like, listen, this is a lot of backlash. Where I'm like, hopefully they may rethink it. Hopefully, I do think there is a chance, a big one. Not, I don't know,
well, to
but
be honest, I feel like they've already got the design for the PS6. They've already locked that in. They know when it's being released, so it's like they're probably saying that because that's what's happening. I don't. I would really like to be hopeful and think that they could take it back, but I just don't. Yeah.
Mm. So we'll see, but yeah, not good news there. So
Well, because
collect
they've
while you
already
still
got
can.
Disney. Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. But you've already got Disney stopping their DVD sales in Australia. Then
Yeah,
this is happening, and so once that happens, Xbox is probably going to do the same. And then more and more DVDs will stop selling here. It's like there will always be DVDs. Physical media is never going to go away entirely. There's just too many people that want it to stop that from happening. Like film, for example, like analog 35mm film photography, that still exists. That as a medium died out, like as a popular medium died out decades ago.
yeah. Oh yeah, like with
But it's still
Spotify
around.
and
Like,
everything, like people buying actual like record vinyls. I'm like, how many people like in the grand scheme of listening to music actually put that vinyl on anything just to listen to that?
yeah,
I would
nobody.
imagine very little.
Yeah. So it will always be around, but it's just sad where it's like I loved Fantastic Four. I can't even own that. That's on Disney Plus
Yeah,
only, and now because of PS5 switching up with the regions, I can't buy an American copy and just play that. So
yeah,
it's like, oh, very disappointing. But it'll always be around, and if we ever make anything that goes to DVD, you betcha, bloody, we're doing it properly. We're keeping that
yeah.
shit around.
It's yeah. It's gonna be interesting, the future landscape.
Yeah.
Again, like although it's daunting now, I'm not gonna think about it for a bit just to sort of see the repercussions of like the feedback.
Mm.
But especially like next year onwards, I'm like, yeah, if nothing's been said, yeah,
Yeah, as soon as we hit 2027, if nothing's been said, it's like, okay, we're in the end game. Jeez.
yeah, because we just started the second half of the year, so we'll sort of see. But
Yeah.
yeah, collect stuff while you still can. I just makes me glad to have what I sort of have and all that. But it is still like a year and a half away. But I that's why I'm excited. Oh well, that's why I'm hoping that things that I'm wanting to come out in this time frame actually do, because I'm like, if they just do like, yeah, here's a bloody little gift card with a code on it, I'm like, what? I
Yeah.
waited bloody
No.
like a Jack and Daxter trilogy remake, and like they're just like, yeah, it's finally here. Oh, is there a collector's edition or something? Or bloody there's this little pamphlet thing.
It's oh shit, like genuinely like we were talking about it. Oh, not my microphone. We were talking about it, and it's like the GTA 5 had the full shebang. It had multiple discs because the game was so big. It had the map, the pamphlet with all the in-world stuff. It had like a little art book in some editions of the game. And then GTA 6 comes out. It's like you don't even get a disc. It's just a bit of paper with numbers on it. And like that just really that really showcases the landscape of physical gaming as a whole, and it's very sad. And then it's like, well, if they're not doing discs at all, I don't see why they would produce cases. Like I know they're doing it for GTA, but I'm like, I don't see why that would. Like surely that wastes just as much and costs just as much as it does like to make a disc. So I feel like they'll phase that out, and then it's like, well, at that point you don't even get a gift card. It's like, oh, do I get a collector's edition? It's like, yeah, the digital art book,
Yeah,
digital
because that's a
soundtracks.
dying thing on its own. Like I haven't seen many good collector's editions lately for games that I'm interested in. Um, or they're like extremely limited or just poorly priced or something, and also just like pre-order bonuses, like where it's just a little thing for free. I'm like,
Mm,
that really like fizzled out. Like there was like a golden year of it or something, like in the same year or something, it was like literally got a free steel book in addition to the actual case just for pre-ordering it. I'm like,
yeah,
that's pretty cool. I'm not as massive on
yeah.
steelbooks anymore, but I'm like, for free? Bloody hell.
St-
Whereas now it's just like, you got bloody a skin in there that I like really should have just been an unlockable in there, because
yeah,
it's usually
no,
not even that great of a skin. Um,
I fully agree.
and or it's just like, we get but day early access. I was like,
Yeah,
and I
so
don't,
such bullshit.
and I like I don't want anything crazy, but like a pin, a keychain, bloody mini poster or something. Um,
To me, the last good collector's edition or deluxe edition I saw was Baldur's Gate 3, and that was fully independent. They did that themselves. That wasn't through a publisher or anything like that. So I'm like, the fact that they had to do it, like, that was a huge game. That sold millions. It's one game of the year and everything. It's like, if they had to do it independently to get a proper, like, collector's slash deluxe edition thing, like, no other game has a chance, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
I do think, especially like, if we do hit 2028 and things go as they're saying, I do think there's going to be, because there's a lot of resources. There's so many artists and there's so many that will want physical that I do think just like on Etsy or independently, people will just like make their own versions of the covers.
Mm.
Um, it's just going to be like more of a muck around to get things,
Yeah,
which will be
well, the thing
annoying. But
is, at this point, it's like like if I can't buy, if I me buying something from you and giving you money doesn't mean that I own it physically, like it's mine. I hate piracy. I don't care. Go ahead, you know. So
yeah,
like, I feel like that. I feel like that's going to rise a lot when they switch to digital only,
mm,
because it's already a big thing. But especially after that, it's like, forget about it, dude. That shit's
yeah,
not going away.
super curious to see. But
Yeah.
anyways, that's sort of it there. But either way, we are excited for GTA 6. I did see that apparently we're going to get a trailer next week or later. Yeah, next week, I think. But we'll see. We'll obviously have to get one at some point because the release dates, at least the release date is stuck. So that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yes.
And like,
They've got
there's
pre-orders
no
now,
doubt
so
of the quality of the game, in my opinion. Um, we just still don't know the caliber that they're doing. It's like, all right, is there fast food places? Is there do you
yeah.
grow hair
I
naturally? Do you like
haven't
what's
seen
the
proper gameplay.
you know? Yeah,
Because apparently some of the last trailer we got was gameplay, but it's like, okay, well, we haven't seen the HUD, we haven't seen actual mechanics. Like, even if like some of the visuals were gameplay, that's fine, but we haven't seen the physical things that you're interacting with.
mm,
So yeah, we really need one of them. So hopefully that's right and it is next week. That'd be cool.
yeah. Hopefully. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. So either way, that's all like that bloody drama.
I guess to cheer us up and segue from physical media, if you're okay with me bloody bringing it up, talk about our own sort of venture into the landscape.
Yeah.
Bloody, actually, I'll get this copy.
So getting a bloody big exclusive here. It's a pretty big deal, actually.
Yeah, so we've been keeping this quiet for a while because we have very much people that we don't want to tell people something's happening unless it's actually happening. And so we wanted to give this time to breathe and make sure it was like, okay, this is actually happening before we start talking about it. We talked about it in our latest vlog, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
we
just
did.
touching on that for 2 seconds. So, uh, our Sydney vlog that you'll see, we attend the Digital Circus sort of premiere thing.
Yes.
A couple of hiccups after the fact, won't get into, but that vlog's out, which is very fun. You can see
Yep.
that snippet in there, but we had to release it when the episode came out. But yeah, but
Yes,
the vlog
yes.
after that was the latest thing we actually filmed. Where just a test shoot day. A little bit of behind the scenes
Yeah.
there, kind of. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so definitely check that out. If what I'm about to show you and talk about interests you, definitely go check out the latest vlog because you'll get some exclusives, I guess. But if we look here, I don't know how well this is showing up on camera. Oh, the camera's been a little bit. How's that showing up?
yeah, not bad.
Good enough. But this is the script for our debut feature film. Not short film, not bloody web series, not bloody vertical series, like
This
feature film.
it's not a
Proper bloody.
superhero short film. It's an
Yeah, that is.
an original feature.
Yeah, this
That's a
is a big
whole.
deal.
There's like 10 different tiers of films that you can sort of do, and I'm like, there's definitely like this for low budget independent at all sort of thing, especially
Yeah,
like really independent. Yeah, this is like an actual proper thing.
yeah, 100%.
Respect to the fan films out there that have fun and all that, but
I mean, yeah, we've
yeah,
made fan films ourselves.
yeah,
They're great fun, but no, this is yeah. a full blown feature film,
Yeah.
fully self funded, uh, most likely fully self distributed. So this is a big venture for us. You know,
We're not skipping a
we're
corner for this one.
no, no. We're doing everything to make sure that this happens. We're taking it into our own hands, and it's been going great. It's been actually it's pretty much been exactly like 5 months since we kind of started committing.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Well, we've sort of hit the threshold for Jordy and I. Have worked on a bunch of things, and like I'm not really counting like Chill Fellas vlogging or anything like that, but like a project now where it's like this is the longest we've collaborated on an individual project. Again, it's all primarily Jordy side, but yeah, because like the Zelda thing prior, that kind of was in like 3-4 months, I think. Pringsman years ago, like my sort of side of the involvement of the last one, I think it was just like a few months.
mm,
So yeah, and the most strenuous full on stuff is yet to come. We're up to a pretty big step of the next bit. Um,
yes, definitely.
but still,
But
like it's going to be our lives for like another year still.
yeah, dude,
um,
100%. So, for those who don't know, I work in the industry. I'm a VFX compositor, and so I've been soaking in information and really pushing as many skills as I can possibly get. Not just in VFX, obviously that's my passion. That's where my career is, but just in the whole industry. I've met a lot of really famous directors. I've met a lot of writers. I've met some really famous actors, and I've been soaking in the knowledge in preparation for something like this. And yeah, it's finally happening. I'm very excited, and we've passed a threshold where it's like, okay, this is definitely a thing. This is
mm,
definitely happening. We've both sunk a fair bit of money into this, so it's like if this doesn't happen, we're the only ones suffering. So we're making it happen. But yeah, we got our first printed copy. It's like our fifth or sixth draft of the script. We've got our first printed copy for the foreseeable future. We'll be printing more, obviously. So I just wanted to show that off. I thought that was really cool. It feels cool to finally hold it in my hands.
mm.
Um, and yeah, no, not much to really say about that. Uh, I guess we could touch briefly on like our plans for it. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to end up,
Yeah,
disqualifying
on this
certain posts.
channel, there'll be like breadcrumbs throughout the rest of the year,
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
hinting at
If you're
things.
interested in following the progress of it, yeah, just watch our stuff. We'll be sprinkling stuff here and there, and pretty much like there'll be a bunch of vlogs where you'll be able to see some stuff in the background and get some information. But yeah, we're going through festivals. Hopefully next year. Um, Hopefully it doesn't get delayed, but we'll see. With us, there's a lot that's like I can only hint towards because I don't want to jinx it. And yeah, self-distributed, and we want to make sure, like whether we get a distribution deal or what, we want to make sure we're doing bloody physical DVDs. So
Mm.
hopefully, fingers crossed, a year from now, yeah, a year that should be enough. No, we'll be safe. A year and a half from now, fingers crossed, you should be able to bloody go online and order a DVD for our first feature film. That's my goal. If
Yeah,
we can hit that, we'll be ecstatic. So
yeah,
keep an eye out, and we'll be sharing more as it comes. Don't want to go too much into it because, dude, I could talk about this for ages, as I know you could. Like,
yeah.
I could just spill it all now, but I really got to hold myself
Yeah,
back.
we'll
So.
we'll probably do a dedicated episode in like a month or two, I think.
Yeah, we will do. Yeah, for sure, dedicated stuff. So it's not just going to be only little breadcrumbs, but yeah, when it's appropriate, we'll share some more information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Oh, oh, oh. Jeez, probably just fell. Sorry, guys.
Oh, in another
Probably
life.
probably fell off the Rubik's cube. Fuck it. Uh, but yeah, so and what else can we bloody chat about? Any big events happening soon?
Um,
Monster Size Toy Fair. I know that's in August. That's a while away
yeah,
still.
that's a bit over a month away, I think. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think we're gonna sell it that. I like we talked about that a bit ago. I don't think you'll want to like it's a bit to sort of, I don't know. The last
I mean, I'll
time
be.
or two I asked you, like, it didn't seem like you wanted to sell anything.
Oh yeah, no, like of my own personal stuff, probably not. Like I'd really have to like dig around for it, but I mean, yeah, selling at a conventional, just of some description, is something I've always wanted to do. So I'm definitely more than happy to bloody help you sell stuff, but I just don't think I just physically can't think of anything that I'd want to sell. You know?
Yeah. So with that, I didn't inquire about a table, but even like looking at my stuff, I'm like, listen, I've sifted through a whole bunch of things like at the local vintage market, and have sort of stuff there, and I'm like, yeah, listen, like the things like that. There's always a rotation of like this particular, what do you call it, team or whatever that does this brand of events. So like you can sell at any of them really, but either way, like it's the best chance to like find anything of interest. Like you're like we're, I mean, really like in different kind of ways, but we're both very selective now,
Mm.
just in terms of everything.
Yeah, 100%.
So the monster size toy fair and vintage whatever it is, um, that's the best chance to find anything. You might find 10
Yeah.
things, you might find nothing, but compared to other things, it is the most worthwhile to investigate.
Oh yeah, 100%. I remember when we went last year, which we also vlogged, so go repeat that on the channel.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. I spent way more than I was intending on spending, but no, I had a lot of fun. Got shit tons of comics, a couple cool action figures. You could probably see one of them back there, the bloody Green Lantern Parallax figure. Thought that was cool. Um, but yeah, no, it's really awesome. Really recommend it if you're in Melbourne or just Victoria in general, and you want to make the trip to Melbourne. Um, yeah, definitely check it out. Monster Size Toy Fair is bloody awesome.
Mm.
And I'm saying that as someone who like actively kind of is not repulsed. Repulsed is a bad word, but like I'm actively kind of pushing away conventions at the moment. They're just really not my scene right now, and haven't been for
Mm.
like a little bit. But Monster Size Toy Fair, it really like scratches that itch that's still there without bloody falling into the negatives of the regular convention. So definitely
Yeah,
check it out.
yeah, no, I agree. And just speaking of like comic book stuff and all that, I think you can probably talk a bit about what you've been hunting lately for that or whatever. I
Mm,
To give you my 2 cents real quick. This is, I think, the longest I haven't made a comic book order. And again, I'm really dwindling down on it just on my end of things, which was kind of inevitable. There hasn't been many comics. I also just think it's a bit of a dry spell for me because I'm like, there hasn't been a single comic where I'm like, I gotta get that bloody music, even if anybody had two in my car. I'm like, yeah, I need that, I need it. I'm like, everything. I'm
mm,
like, that's cool, that's cool. Um,
yeah.
but it's the sort of thing where like each week I'm like, there's a new one I want, but then one of them like sells out, and I'm like, there's just not enough for me to bloody because it adds up. The biggest thing with all that, to be honest, is the bloody postage. I'm like, if it was just free postage, I'm like, I wouldn't bloody hesitate. But I just know that that crap adds up. But yeah, but I think after this week, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check the comic book website to see like what's upcoming because I'm always like, I feel they haven't done a bloody Harley Quinn issue in like bloody 2 months or something. I'm like, where are they? Hello.
Mm,
So I'm gonna check like what's actually upcoming, and if there's not gonna be really anything too great the next couple of weeks, I'll just do my order now rather than like holding out.
yeah, no, that's fair.
Because I don't want to order all this, and then next week there's like one that I really want. I'm like, I'll do an order just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. In conclusion, I wish King's Comics was in Ballarat. Ultimately,
Yeah.
that's the conclusion out of it.
Well, out of curiosity, I'm like, are you buying ones to read or just to collect, like covers and stuff?
Yeah, mainly collect. The
Yeah.
ones that I want to read, I'm like, they're online at any point. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah, well,
don't know.
that would
Yeah,
definitely.
I heard something happened to the website, and you said something happened to it. I opened it up the other day, and like, I don't know if it's just me or something, but
It
I'm like,
worked.
let me on.
Worked fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't like click in, but
Oh,
like it loaded the page.
yeah, right. Okay, I'll have to check that. Um, Because buddy, that annoyed me a little bit because I've been bagging and boarding all my comics, and there's like a couple runs where I'm like, yeah, I'll just read that because they're miniseries. Or like, I'll just read that when it's all out, and they're all out now. But then I went to check the website and didn't load. I was like, I'm not fucking unsealing this shit to read it. So I have to wait and see.
Maybe it was an ad blocker thing or something.
Maybe, yeah, not sure. But on my end, it's unfortunate. Like I really try and be as low key as I can when it comes to comic orders, but it still works out to be about $100 a week. Um, just because it's like there's so like I'm it's a personal goal of mine to collect every absolute title, every absolute like issue. I could have just done the bloody trade paperbacks, but then my bookshelf would like overflow and I wouldn't have anywhere to put them. And, like there's big cons either way. I'm like, look, I'd rather just have the individual issues. It feels cooler. So there's always like a couple of them each week, and yeah, there's just been some bloody banger facsimiles and one shots and stuff, and it's like one shots is just that's like my bread and butter, honestly, because it'll be like. Like today, I didn't get it, but today they're like the Sonic 35-year anniversary, and it has like all them in their old styles and stuff, and it's a one shot. And I was like, that's bloody tempting because by itself it's only like $8. I'm like, that's nothing. But then I add it to the cart of like 13, and it's like, well, that's something.
Yeah.
So it's tricky. So I've been falling into that trap, but I'm being more picky as time goes on. It's still. Like I collect the Flash run, the current like regular Green Lantern run because Kyle is the main Green Lantern now. Green Lantern Corps, I collect that. Justice League, and that's it from mainline, I think. And I have started collecting the Zatanna and Firestorm runs because I love those characters, and there's just like not much for them apart from the series that was a couple of years ago. So I've got those, so about 5 mainline ones, but I think Firestorm and Zatanna are going to end up being mini-series. I don't think they're full, ongoing runs. But then Absolute, dude, there's like 10 of them. There's Green Arrow, Catwoman, they're the most recent, Martian Manhunter, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, so 8. And then there's the random one-shots like Absolute Evil and stuff like that. And it's like, the absolute is draining my pocket, but like it's worth it. I enjoy like all of it. It's really refreshing, and it's what got me into collecting properly. But it definitely does add up, like you said. I'm just glad. Like I would rather spend that much weekly than spend less weekly, but like have to pay the same amount of postage because it's like if I'm paying $10 postage on an order that is inherently like $80, it's like. Okay, that's nothing. But if I'm paying $10 postage on an order that's $20, it's like, well, this is a waste. It's half my order, So, at least there's that. But it's adding up. So, also the new Daredevil run, I'm getting that. That's very cool.
Oh
yeah. But speaking of like cool comics, did you see my TikTok today?
Oh, you did a TikTok today?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, basically just about the facsimile for Emerald Twilight.
Did you do that after I sent it to you?
I already knew about it because I checked the comics and stuff. But I filmed it after you sent it. Yeah, I filmed it like after work. But yeah, basically, I think that kind of proves my theory about Hal Jordan being infected with Parallax because that's that story. When he turns evil. Kills all the Green Lanterns. And then it wasn't originally he just went crazy, but they retconned it to be Parallax had infected him. And yeah, so that's that. And it's so consistent. It's like a proven thing, but they always release comics to hype up movies and stuff, so that people will buy more comics. So like when Superman was coming out, we got the Crypto facsimile, where it's like the first appearance of Crypto, and then got a couple Superman ones and stuff. They did the whole Summer of Superman thing, and then when Supergirl was coming out, we got the first appearance of Supergirl's facsimile. With the Fantastic Four, we got all the bloody first appearance of Galactus and stuff like that. And then right now, which I'm sure you saw, they've got like first appearance of Punisher, in the Spider-Man comic, and
Hmm.
they've got like a issue of Spider-Man where the Hulk shows up, and it's like, okay, so like it's a proven thing. They do it all the time, and for them to just randomly bring back Emerald Twilight, it's like especially that cover, like that's the iconic one. It's like,
Hmm.
why? Like, why would you just randomly bring this back? Because the
Hmm.
current Green Lantern run has nothing to do with Parallax. Like Hal Jordan's retired, sort of, quote unquote. So it's like, it just feels super random unless you look at it with my original theory of the HBO Lantern show, like I said, and then it's like, oh well, they're probably doing that because that's what's going to happen in the show. He's going to, be infected by Parallax, turn evil, but he's the one killing the lanterns, blah 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 blah. So
Hmm.
I've got my fingers crossed, but I'm fairly confident that means I'm right. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's very much like um yeah, I curious to see how the Lantern show is. I
People like, at least in the corner of the internet I'm on, people hated it at the start, and I was fine with it. Like, there were certain things that I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm excited for it. And then the second trailer came around, then people switched up. They're like, the powers are actually green. It's like, of course they were going to be. Like, I made a few TikToks when people were bashing on it a lot because I'm like, relax, it's going to be fucking fine. Um, but yeah, then the second trailer came out. Everyone was bloody flipping and being like, "This is actually golden. This is the best." And then now that Supergirl's come out, everyone's hating on it again. It's like, just wait for it to come out before you judge it,
yeah,
please.
we'll kind of talk about there's a fair amount of comic book stuff to talk about really or like related. Um yeah. Well, speaking on like just gonna breeze through a few things. So animation wise, they announced Absolute Batman and animated series. I'm like, oh cool.
Yeah,
Like I'll probably check that out if the animation is very good. I think there's a lot of potential there. But then they're just like, yep, a Joker and Crypto show, like separate. I'm like,
now imagine if they were together, Joker and Crypto.
yeah, I'm just like, can a Wonder Woman catch a break?
Yeah,
What?
genuinely, like, I'm glad it's Absolute Batman because that's at least refreshing, and I'm enjoying the Absolute run of Batman. Although that being said, his first arc was the weakest in my opinion, so hopefully the show doesn't get cancelled after doing the first arc and people think it's boring or something. Hopefully, but I'm glad it's that. But genuinely, I'm so sick of the same like four things. Like it's always Batman, Batman related stuff like Joker, or Superman and Superman related stuff. It's like
Yeah.
just
Like,
give me some other characters.
like imagine a dope Flash animated series. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
genuinely.
But My Adventures with Superman season 3 is coming out. For some reason, it's not doing the weekly episodes on HBO Max here, but either way, I'll check them out where I can just before the finale. Just binge them all. It looks fun. Just the first few seasons, like so it just looks fun. I'm interested in it for sure. And then
What's what's the thing you pointed out to me about Superman? Oh yeah, the Jessica Cruz. How to get
yeah,
there? That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I don't know much about it, but I'm like, yeah, if it's the same kind of style and energy, I'll probably check it out. And then they did the Spider-Man trailer a couple weeks ago, I think. And yeah, I'm fully hyped for that movie. And they're doing like new like TV spots every day now or something, and it's just looking so cool. How messy the film is in general, and like all that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, we'll sort of see, but like this film has the sauce. I feel where it's like the
Mm.
action, the visuals, the body style. I'm like, I think all that's going to be great. Hopefully, the music as well and all that. Whether we resonate with like the story, that's kind of the biggest thing. I feel.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I was saying to you the other day, it's like the movie itself. I doubt it's going to be my favorite movie, and I'm going to have issues with it, I'm sure. But Tom's portrayal of Peter and Spider Man in this movie, from what we're seeing, very well could be my favorite. Like he could beat out Andrew for me. For those who don't know, Andrew Garfield's my favorite Spider-Man. Yeah, I think it's bloody awesome. I don't think the suit will beat out Tasm 2. Like I don't think it's quite there, but it's still a fantastic suit. That's like extremely comic accurate. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's
Like I think
I
this
don't know.
might be the
Just
next TASM 2, where everyone's like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
it has like half the film bloody peak, bloody great visuals, great swing, and all that, and then you have like bloody the Green Goblin garbage and like this and that. It's like it might be that. It's hard to kind of say.
yeah. No, but like yeah, seeing him for example, like the thing that kind of really sold me, his performance as Peter, I was like, okay, he's doing well. Like when we got the first trailer or teaser or whatever. But lately we've seen him like in a bloody. He's got his vest on. I might be misremembering, but I think he had a beanie on too. Like it was in the snow, and then when he's getting his needles and he has his mask on, but the rest is just like the bloody hospital gown. I'm like, this just feels like so Spider Man,
Yeah,
you know? And
it they're being really bold and creative. Like
yeah,
I feel like I think people are being overly critical towards his first trilogy, um, which like I understand some
yeah,
things, but I'm just like they're just completely being like, oh, there's films like this now. Like I can show you like a great scene in each film, bloody yeah, the
yeah,
bloody the rubble scene, yep, bloody the
yeah,
Mysterio scene, yep, bloody all the three Spider-Man, bloody showing up at the end, whatever. I'm like, fucking great.
mm.
But like a bunch of the other stuff in them is not too great. And this
Well,
one
see,
is just
here's
like, huh?
no. You finish your thoughts
No,
first.
just pretty much just the last thing. Like they're being like very creative, like how he's
Mm.
moving, the combat, but like the scenarios that he's in, like the amount of villain, like all this and that. It's like it feels like they're not being scared to do something. Where it's like, oh, they're not gonna
Yeah.
know who Tarantula is. No, it's like just fucking do it.
Well,
And
that's how
like
anyone finds
yeah.
out about characters, Like,
Yeah, and
I
also
don't know.
like how he moves and all that. It's like very PS4 inspired. Like all of his like
Yeah.
dodging and like all like, and also just a lot more like practical looking and like yeah. So, and the newer trailers or TV spots have like updated compositing for certain shots and all that. So I'm like, okay, it is actually gonna look good. Sweet, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
because
good.
that first trailer, like, I've been in that situation. Like I said, I work in the industry. I've been in the situation where they get you to do trailer shots so that they can hit a deadline for a trailer, and then you go and do the actual shot for the movie. Like, they double up a lot. So that first trailer, that was probably just all scrapped. They didn't even use it as a base. They were just like, all right, now let's do it properly after the trailer came out. And that's good to see because that means they're actually like spending time and paying attention to the VFX workflow because it's a very common practice.
Mm.
And yeah, I don't know, it just makes me excited because that one shot you showed me where he's falling again looked shit the first time we saw it, but then when they showed it again, I'm like, oh, very solid. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
So very excited.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
Um, what was I gonna say? You might have to jog my memory.
I don't know if it was still Spider-Man related or bloody
It was
PS4,
definitely Spider-Man related.
PS4
God,
TV spots.
yeah, no, my memory's bloody going to shit. Well, there it goes. It's bloody gone. Not getting that memory back.
Too bad. Anyways,
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yo,
Talk about
what a bloody
180.
pivot. I
Yeah.
think we're also just jaded from Disclosure Day as well, where it was just like a lot of effort, buddy, to go out and like bloody like more on your end, obviously, but um,
It takes a toll when you go out and make time at your night and you sit there for 2 hours watching a movie and you come out and you're just like, that wasn't worth it.
yeah,
Like,
like
it takes such a
it's
huge toll.
yeah, especially for the genre, it's just like this movie 10 years ago. You probably would have had a better standard. But
Yeah.
because like the more that there is, it's like you can't just be a mid movie anymore. You have to
No.
you have to stand out in some way. Like again,
Yeah.
TASM 2, many would say it's shit, but like there's like bloody best, like, so many, even that don't like it, are just like, yeah, oh, best swinging, best visuals, bloody best suit, bloody, it's just like,
Yeah.
Supergirl, like, I haven't seen anyone be like, oh, it's shit, but the action's bloody great, or bloody the visuals are top tier, bloody, there's not a
Yeah.
single thing that's top tier. It's all just kind of like,
Yeah, that's the other thing too. I haven't seen anyone say this is shit or this is horrible. It's all I've seen is it's okay, like it's
yeah,
average.
which is
Like,
kind of worse because, like, well, it's not even like so bad it's good, but it's not like, is it like,
yeah,
is it? I do think we both think that there's like potential for us to like it and think it's good, but like all the opinions out there is like, like we're gonna
yeah,
see it at some
it's
point, obviously, but
very
yeah.
demotivating there.
But we're also just keeping it in our pocket, I think, as well, where it's just like if we end up hanging out or we want to like see a movie, because I feel there's a lot of times where it's like, hey, you want to see something? It's always like, but the Forbidden Forest, the second, but the it's like, what are these movies? What? So it'd be nice to be
Uh,
like, Supergirl? Yeah, right, that's why you fit it in. Yeah, cool. What Bloody Minions? Yeah, cool, that's why you fit it in. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Minions
Cause,
for the
yeah,
shit.
because like you were very excited for Supergirl, and like you were just like, no, I think it looks pretty great. I'm like, and again, similar to Disclosure Day, I'm like, these trailers look shit to me. I'm like, it looks very brown and bloody faded and bloody, I don't know. And
Hmm.
then like it just came out, and it's like, yeah, it's exactly what you expect, and like, and then I'm seeing all the comic comparisons, and I'm like, right there, that's also kind of the annoyance. I'm like, it didn't have to be one for one, but I'm like, you like. You because James Gunn didn't direct this, and I think it's very ironic because like I think James Gunn would have been better suited for this than Superman. Because like this is in space, so it's like, yeah, you got the bloody Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
Yeah,
Because this feels
yeah,
like a cheap Guardians of the Galaxy sort of attempt, and I'm just like the music not hitting, but like it feels like he's trying to impress James Gunn, but he's not, sort of thing. And it's like,
yeah,
bro, just should have done it. Because again, with Superman, I don't know. Like the more I think about Superman, I'm just like, I just remember like the style of the film. Like I love David Cornsweet, and I'm like on paper, I'm like, I like it, but I'm like the visual display, I'm like, really not driving with this universe. Not gonna lie, compared to the
mm,
DCEU. And I don't think that universe was perfect, but yeah, I'm just like the visuals, the color grading, the special effects, and I'm like, those are really not helping. Um,
yeah. I know you aren't huge on lanterns, but to me, that's a saving grace for me because I'm like, at least that looks good because I think it looks great. Even visually, like I know people are really hating on that, but I think it looks great visually. But yeah, Supergirl, like I was fine with Superman, you know. Wasn't my favorite. Like my main thing, like the color grading was okay. It's like it's definitely a choice, not necessarily one I would make, but it's like whatever, that's fine. You know, it looks different, and that's kind of what we preach about. We're like, it'd be different, So at least there's that. My biggest issue is the fucking why is everything on a bloody 18 mm lens? Like, what are we doing? Everything is bloody distorted at the edges. Like, fucking everyone's face
yeah,
is like weirdly bloody
yeah,
squeezed.
and I
Like
don't know if you've seen like much of the action leaked. Obviously, it's not the
for
best quality
Supergirl,
and all that, yeah. But it's just like
I've seen a bit.
obviously the needle drop for the N5 is just like
Yeah, that.
that. Obviously, not the best setting. But there's a shot where like how she moves, just based on the shots that I've seen, I'm like not really huge on the choreography.
Yeah, no,
Like she's
I
like
saw the
bloody,
final fight.
bloody, and like the
Dude,
way
that
that she
one.
like the way that like she like redirects herself, like bloody in flight or whatever. I'm like, I don't know if this is like the lens choice or something.
The
Um,
one shot
is
that
it the
I
one where she
fucking.
comes out of the prison where like there's people
Yeah.
and just
I'm
like.
like, what are we doing?
Yeah, like
That
that's in
sucks.
cinemas. Well, that's not a leak. That's not a leak trailer. That's bloody in cinemas.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
like because that shot, I saw someone post it, and it's just like it's you'd probably have like the better understanding of it, but it's like obviously like she looks very like out of place in it, but it's like she is above the people at some point because she has to fly over them, and someone like paused it when she would be, and she's like 3 times the size of him. So like they didn't do like the distance very well or something. Like she should have looked a lot smaller and then very big all of a sudden rather than like gradually whatever the fuck they did or something.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
I
yeah.
think.
Well, I know for a fact. Well, I don't know for a fact. I got to stop bloody exaggerating my words for bloody clickbait. But I have a suspicion that one shot we're talking about, like, I think that was entirely comp. Like, obviously the CG there, like the environment and stuff like that.
Well,
I don't
painting.
think, huh?
Well, matte painting.
I just don't think the Supergirl was CG. I think she was just a plate that they comped in and had to like manually scale her up, like just in comp because I'm like the way it comes up is just so uniform and then it just stops. It's like it looks like a keyframe, and the depth doesn't change on her at all. Like if that was actually happening, like the depth would change a lot. Like it would warp around. And the whole it sucks, dude. It sucks so bad. There
Yeah.
are some good shots from what I saw. Like the laser vision looked good. There was
Yeah, well, even then,
like
you said that one shot from the
which
trailer. I don't know if it's in the final
oh
film, but
yeah,
like,
yeah. No, it
uh,
is in the final film. It's part of the final battle. Where yeah, she's like protecting the girl Ruthie. I think her name is. I don't remember the comic, but and then she's like leaning forward and bloody blasting. Like the light groups that the bloody comp. I don't know. This feels like bad comp. I got to be honest. I'm not sure if it is. If I don't want to talk ill of other compositors, but it feels like it.
mm,
But it's lighting up the ground in a very direct way that doesn't really make sense because you think about light, right? If you hold up a lightsaber, one of our lightsabers, like this, and it's going in between here, and you look at how it affects the ground. I'm like, the further away you get, everything is bathed in like a really soft glow. But in that shot, you can see like a pretty. It's not hard, like it's not fully sharp, but it like the fall off is nowhere near where it needs to be. It's like someone thinks like, okay, so the laser vision is like a round pole going this way, and then it's affecting the ground, basically like a shadow would, where it's like from the sun. So it's just a blurred line underneath it. So like, all right, that's already bad. But then it's also like affecting things in front of Ruthie and behind Ruthie, but it's not affecting Ruthie herself. If that's not her name, I'm sorry. I believe it is, but and it's just like it does not feel. It feels unfinished. It feels like a bash comp. A lot of this stuff.
mm,
Actually, that's probably a bit harsh. It doesn't feel like a bash comp, but it definitely feels like an early version.
mm,
So it's just
yeah,
it feels like a case of bad comp. Whether
yeah,
that stems from bad direction or bad notes or stuff like that, like that's entirely possible. But that
mm,
that feels like what the issue is. Yeah.
yeah. In today's day and age, with everything really, obviously, but especially superhero stuff, I guess, I like art direction and quality matter so much more and more to me. I'm just like, listen, you got her off of something, and there's really like, I don't know. I like that again. Not that it needed to be one for one. I think that could have been like a good midway. But that TikTok you sent me yesterday of like the comic where like someone like animated and voice acted it or something with like
Yeah.
the sort of thing. I'm
Yeah.
just like, nothing in the film evokes that.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, even her character arc feels different. Like, apparently, she actually kills the guy at the end, and she just like is fully out for revenge or something. And it's like
Yeah, and then I saw like
it's not.
actual like comparisons of designs, and I'm like, what'd you do to this guy? This is like henchman number 5 for somebody. And
Yeah,
same with the girl that she helps with the sword. I'm like, she just looks like she's
yeah,
from Earth.
yeah. She does.
So it's like,
It's
and apparently,
disappointing. Yeah,
Lobo just has like no reason to be in there. Like they didn't even give him a
yeah.
good reason.
I assumed that would be the case because I'm like, bro does not fit into the comic at all. So I was like very curious how they were gonna do him, and I'm like, yeah, what's the bet? He's just bloody shoehorned in for Jason Momoa. Um, but yeah, like I loved the comic, and that's partially why I was so excited because I'm like, bloody, like I love the comic. That's what they said they were adapting. Uh, I think we hadn't got a trailer, or we got the first trailer and like it looked okay. Like the stuff they showed matched the parts in the comic. Like, because the comic definitely has areas where it's like, this is a dingy alien spaceship, or like, but it's meant to parody certain things. Like they've got a bus essentially, or like a plane, and it's like they're stuck next to this bloody big slimy fat alien, and it's just like it's meant to be a parody of like Earth being like, oh, public transport sucks, and it's like there's the equivalent of that in space. So it's like it has those dingy areas, but it's for a reason. But the place they end up at is ridiculous, dude. Like that final fight in that like really brown, washed out, just nothing of a fucking field. In the comic, that's like the beach environment she was in with all the bloody really colorful coral pieces and shit, and like she's going through space and it's like really beautiful. You see the planets, and there's like one section where um, she's like looking over a city, and I've seen it in the movie, and it's again a big brown nothing. And that's the thing too. Apparently, they're not all one planet. Apparently, they go to like a bunch of planets in this movie, but it genuinely all just looks like the same one to me.
Well, taking notes from Star Wars, are
yeah, no. But it's like, you look at the comic and it's like, oh, sunset, with like a green haze because of the atmosphere, and it's all like bloody Victorian Gothic architecture. Yeah. It looks really cool. And then in the movie, it's just like generic space junkyard, brown desert.
Yeah, like they needed like this space identity of Project Hail Mary and like Guardians 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's very unfortunate.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a good way to end the episode.
Also, Avatar Season 2 is rubbish. Yeah, so...
My name is Tough Beifong, and I invented metal bending. We know.
But did you send me the? I know you sent me a lot. Did you see the cactus juice bit?
I saw a little bit of it. Yeah,
and then the water. To be
tribe
fair, bit?
The water tribe.
No, they're just like water tribe. Also, I do want to add a bit of defense. No, we're not going to talk about it for 10 minutes, but I will give it a little bit. So I'm not huge on the like looking at it. I'm like, I think the color grading is like there's very easy things where I'm like, I just think this is poorly managed, because I'm like, not that this would be perfect, but I think like if the color grading and like lighting was different, could easily enhance like everything. Because I do think there's quality in the outfits and like in the sets to an extent and stuff like that. A bunch of the story changes are like for the worse in like pretty much every way. But what was I gonna say? But like from what I've seen, obviously, because like I held out a bit of hope for this. I was like, listen, the first season was like, like the first season, I was pretty skeptical, and I was like, I enjoyed it enough. Like I was barely positive. This, I'm like, I'm not even giving it a go. That's like how it looks. I'm like, geez.
Are you gonna watch it when the last season comes out just to complete it?
Yeah, probably when it's all out, I think.
Yeah,
but because like season 1, I thought the color grading was a bit better, and there's less to stuff up earlier on, and the original creators were involved for a bit of it before they left. And also, Aang was like the spitting image of bloody how he should look. And this, I'm like, what? But not that I think they're perfect, especially a few of them. I won't get into. But the actors and all that, some of them have. I've seen behind the scenes stuff now, like on the red carpet or an interview and all that, and I'm like, they're doing these actors dirty. Like I think the directing is just really poor. And like one of them is like Zuko. I think he's one of the better parts. Not where they're really taking him with a few things, but I do think he's one of the better parts of the show, for that show's standards. And he was just like, yeah, bloody. They're just like, oh, do you miss the ponytail, or do you like having your long hair now? And he's like, yeah, I was really hoping we were going to do the buzz cut thing, but they said for continuity or something or other we couldn't do that. We had to do the long hair right away. And I'm like. And then there was also the water tribe bit. Basically, there was a few things where the actors were like, "Yeah, originally it was here, but we really were like, well, what if it was actually here?" And like, if they did it where they originally wanted, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, basically, it just seems like the actors. I don't think they're perfect, but like even they're just like, well, shouldn't we be kind of like doing this, or shouldn't we be kind of doing that? And like the people in charge are like, nah. So like. Yeah. So
Well,
I don't like hate the actors. I don't think they're great, but it seems like even they're just like, yeah, what are they kind of doing with a few things here?
one thing I will say is Jet dies in the library so that they can escape the library. He holds off the owl. That's how he dies in the show.
Anyway,
but
yes, that's
now
all. Yeah.
I have a bit of defense for the show. I think a lot of the moments people are comparing, like this is a bit of a hot take and personal taste, of course, but I'm like, I don't think they were that good to begin with. Like, but the cactus juice thing, I'm like, that came across very stupid to me. Like, every time I've watched it, I'm just like yeah, I get it. It's funny, it's silly, but it's like, how the fuck are you gonna do that in live action and like have it be good? You know, without looking like a bloody weird bulge filter. You know, like it'd take a very specific vision to make that work, and it's like it's kind of unfair to expect that. I basically I don't think they did it well. I think they just shouldn't have done it at all. And
Well, that's where I want to interject for a second. To me, I'm just like, it seems like they're teetering on like they really want to do this like serious new direction, but they're just like, no, but we've got to bloody reference the original. And it's like, if you're gonna do that in like such a shit, ineffective way, just don't even do it. So that way you don't get the comparison, and you can just do something different rather than like, oh, they did that weird. They did that weird. But don't do it. That's my
yeah,
thing. I'm
I
like,
agree.
I would honestly rather that. Rather than
Yeah,
be a shit cover buddy band version of it, just fucking do a remix. Do something different.
yeah. We'll see. Um, I agree with that, but my thing is I feel like that's all well and good to say, but I do feel like people would be hypocritical when it comes to that because they are doing that. Like they're introducing the painted lady now, and it seems like they're like trying to build up Zuko and Katara as a bloody romance instead of Aang and Katara and stuff. And it's like, well, that kind of is what you're saying. Where it's like, yeah, it's bloody remix. Just do your own thing. Like really, do something original. But it's like people aren't happy about it, so it's like kind of
Oh
doomed
yeah,
either way.
I
Where it's
wouldn't like I wouldn't like it still, but like the
yeah, yeah,
comparisons wouldn't be there at least.
yeah. But it's just I don't know. I
Like
feel like
basically
you're doomed
they're a
from the
bit doomed.
start.
Yeah, they're doomed either
Yeah,
way to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a lot more faith to give when it comes to the show because I like the original, but it is very much a kids show, and this is aimed towards like an older this is aimed towards the fans of the show at the age they're meant to be. At the age they are now, so like late 20s and stuff like that. This isn't trying to be Avatar. It's not trying to have the same tone and stuff like that. I just think it's a mix of, like you said, poor direction, and they're doing a few too many things in a midway poor comparison, and it's like it's kind of rubbing everyone the wrong way a little bit, and it's piling up. But I do also think like part of it is on the fan base of being like, well, it's not exactly the same. But then you make it the exact same, and it's like, what's the point? It's like it's a mix of everything, and it is really just doomed from the start. So I think
Yeah.
just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Oh yeah, the management of just Avatar in general is fucked. Apparently, we'll sort of see soon, but apparently it was leaked that they're actually going to release the movie at the end of this month. But I'm like, we've still just
Okay.
heard nothing, and that's not
We still don't
officially
even have a
confirmed.
trailer.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I still see TikToks of just like random moments, and I skip away because I don't want to see it. But I'm like, it looks awesome. But I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll sort of see.
What's it
Yeah.
going to take for you to just say fuck it and just watch it online? Because like they're not doing like people are holding out. They're like, no, I'm avoiding spoilers. It's in a way similar to the Digital Circus situation that's happened, but
Mm.
Avatar they're not doing
Well,
anything to kind of keep the
yeah,
faith of the fans.
yeah. Well, because I was just like, again, they've still said nothing, and I'm just like, are you even releasing it anymore? Are you going to delay it,
Yeah,
speed it up? Like to me, with everything, I think even their reaction to it was shit. They
yeah,
should have just been like, all right, fuck it, we'll release it in a month and put it in theaters for a weekend.
yeah.
So yeah, rather than just nothing for a few months. So is this still going
Yeah.
now? or hello.
Yeah, not to
Because
mention the game.
if they delay it, they're just like, because it's done, it's finished, it's done.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah.
HD fucking thing is online. If they're
I
just
haven't.
like, we'll put it out next year, I'm just gonna watch it now.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And if they're just like, no, we're not doing bloody physicals, I'm gonna get a bootleg physical.
Yeah,
Sorry.
nah. Unfortunately, like, people are pushing people to piracy, and it's annoying because it's like, if you just treat your fan base as well, they won't resort to that shit. They will support you financially, but people are losing track of that.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
I don't know if even this was said last time, but yeah, the cancellation of the game as well. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, again, the movie looks great. I'm just like, like, that one, it's just like, when it's out and done, and if we do get a physical, I'm like, all right, the wound of that will heal over time, whatever, but it's just, is anything happening? At least we have the fighting game coming out, which looks pretty cool. It's pretty harmless. Like, the game is like affordable enough, but the whole thing of like you have to pay for the extra characters over the course of a year and stuff. I'm like, it's like I do understand it, but it's whatever. But that one as well, I wish there was a physical. That's just on Steam. I'm like, but yeah, but yeah. Anywho, that's kind of it for the most part. I think we just did a lot of bloody jabbering. There's some fun stuff in there, but yeah, there's a few bloody annoying things.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of complaining this episode, but it's just for some reason we're in just such a bloody.
Yeah, we don't want to complain.
Yeah, no, we're in just such a negative time when it comes to bloody media. So
yeah, but December.
we got some stuff for the present. Yeah, December's gonna be insane. Every week is gonna be an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, well, I mean, really November onwards, because like I think that's when Ocarina's gonna come out. GTA, and then so November, December, yeah, exactly. The Barbie, fucking Friends Forever or something. So those months, yeah, but I think like June was a bit fucked.
Yeah, we're in a bit
bloody like a bunch of movies disappointed. Apart like He-Man was carrying. But even then, it's like, like He-Man. It's like, you see, that's what I mean. It's like He-Man. It's finally something goated. Fucking made half its budget. Like, will not be continuing. Fuck off.
God of shit.
Get away from me. Michael is the biggest
biopic.
Yeah, biopic, which is cool. But they're just extending the theater release.
In theaters, yeah,
I'm just like, all right, what are you pulling?
It reminds me. It reminds me of when they re-released Avatar because was it Infinity War or Endgame?
Yeah, Endgame
took over.
Yeah,
Endgame
like,
took it over,
I personally wouldn't count that. I'm just like,
no,
all right, well, release Endgame again then.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah. But anyways, so
item of the week.
Yeah, item of the week. End of the episode. I have one. I suppose I'll. Do you have yours ready?
No, you do.
Bro's picking which Labubu to do. Just since I talked about it for the anniversary, and I watched all the movies recently. I think I've actually looked at it really. But my bloody Shrek VHS, the OG. That's my favorite in the series. Backing's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen like the actual back of it. Yeah, love that movie. That movie, like I've always liked it, but I was always like, Shrek 2 is bloody better, and bloody this and that. Like, the same as Spider-Man, where it's just honestly, it's pretty much the exact same as the Spider-Man scenario. Everyone says, bloody 2 is better, and I'm like, yeah, no, bloody 2 is better. And then I watch them all, and I'm like, really fuck with 1. Like, just everything about it, like, it's pretty much the exact same.
Fair enough.
And Tarzan effect as well, where I'm just like, every time I watch it, I'm like, that's low-key like top 10 for me, like of all time or something.
Top 10 of all time? What?
Well, I don't know about top 10 of all time, but like it's really up there, more than I thought. Yeah, what you got, buddy?
Just since we just spoke about it, kinda. I don't know why it's here, but there's nothing in it.
Isn't that normally in the scene?
Huh?
Isn't that normally in the sink?
It's where it's meant to be, but it's fucking clean, so I don't know what the issue is. But the bloody cup from the Infinity War premiere.
Yeah. Where's the bloody topper?
Bloody Thanos.
Oh, yeah, true, yeah, bloody Roblox guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure bloody Mike's girlfriend took that. She had a thing for Thanos.
Yeah, no, bloody... Yeah, that's cool you have that. Yeah, bloody... That's goated.
Yeah. That's goated. Actually, no, you know what? I take it back. Here's my random item of the week.
The fuck?
There you go. Alright, see ya.